Today we're talking about towers of Hanoi. I would not be a good computer science teacher if I didn't talk about towers of Hanoi whenever we talk about recursion. And you all know I'm the literal best teacher. So let's take a look at this. Towers of Hanoi is a puzzle game that involves moving discs from peg to peg using certain rules. This game, its story, and its recursive solution to solving the puzzle has become famous amongst the computer science community. Despite being a simple puzzle game, a fable has been fabricated to add background.
The Towers of Hanoi. Many centuries ago, in the city of Hanoi, Vietnam, monks in a certain monastery began acting upon an ancient prophecy. 3 large posts were erected in the monastery, and 64 discs of increasing size were placed on one of the posts. The prophecy instructs the monks to move the discs from one post, presumably the leftmost post, to another post, presumably the rightmost post. However, there are 2 constraints that must be followed when moving the disc. Only one disc can be moved at a time. A larger disc cannot be placed on a smaller disc. The monks believed that the world would end and humankind would be freed from suffering when the task was finally completed. The fact that the world is still here, and you must endure the frustrations of hearing this story, may lead you to believe that the monks were wrong. However, math has proven that the minimum amount of moves required to move all 64 discs from one peg to another under the constraints provided would take 18 quintillion 446 quadrillion 744 trillion 73 billion 709,551,616 moves to complete the task. At the rate of 1 move a second, it would take the monks about 585 billion years to move the discs, which is roughly 127 times the current age of the sun. Lucky for us, computers are capable of processing several moves a second, so we won't have to wait on Vietnamese monks to discover the end of the world.